Hello, sweet friends. We are in a different position for this video. I'm going to show you a few games for math this go around that's on like your math bingo board. In your packet, you got a deck of cards, or you might have another deck of cards at home that you want to use. These are mine. They're a lot like yours. So one of the things that you'll have to remember to ask a grown-up to help you with, when you first take them out, you're going to want to take these jokers, the joker cards, out. We're not going to need these. So those you can just put back in the box for another time. You're going to want to ask a grown-up to shuffle your cards for you to mix them up because they are new, so they're all going to be in order. Okay? So you're going to have them shuffle them for you. All right, so let's go ahead and let's talk about Top It. So for Top It, you do need at least 2 players. You can play with more than 2, but 2 is kind of the ideal number. Now, I don't have a partner right now, so I'm just going to pretend, okay? So what you do is you evenly distribute the cards. So it's like we play this at school, 1 for me, 1 for you, 1 for me, 1 for you. And you keep going back and forth so you have 2 piles of cards. Now, if you're playing this with a parent, there is a good chance that they played this game as a kid, but it was just called something different. But at school, we call it Top It because the person with the card that's worth the most is going to be the winner of that round. So we keep going back and forth, almost done, and here we are. So this is one person's deck of cards over here. And here's your other person's deck of cards. Now, you don't look at the cards, okay? The cards are a secret until you flip them over. So you can count and flip at the same time. It doesn't matter. So I would flip, and my partner would flip. You can't see them. Sorry about that. So I flipped a 10, and they flipped a 5. 10 is more than 5. So I take it, and I make a new stack and flip it over. But I'm going to put this right over here out of the frame. So here's mine. I have an 8. They have a 6. I win. So I take them and flip them over and make a new stack. Oh, okay. So we have some face cards when you play with real cards. So we have a jack and an ace. Ace beats everything. It is worth the most, okay? Jack beats all the number cards, okay? It's the lowest. So if you start at the top, you have ace, king, queen, jack. And then the number cards 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, so this person wins because they have the ace. So they would take this and flip it over and make themselves a new stack back here. Okay, all right. Partner flip. I flip. Queen beats a 6. So I take it. And you keep going. Queen beats a 6 this time, so that belongs to them. 2 and a 6. A 6 beats a 2. Right, do you get the general idea how this works? King for me, 7 for them. King beats a 7. Jack, queen. Okay, so we have 2 face cards. Remember, Jack only beats number cards. Queen is not a number card. She is above the Jack. I think of this as like mom, son. Mom's the boss, right? So she beats the Jack. So that would belong to my partner. Now, let's see if I can make this. What do you do? I'm going to take a peek, so pretend I'm not doing this. If you get... okay. So, what do you do if I flip, I have a king, and my partner flips and they have a king? Now, these are equal. Neither one is worth more than the other. The color does not matter, whether it's black or red. So what do? Well, you can say 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, flip, okay? And then this partner is going to go 1, 2, 3, flip, okay? You may just do 1, 2, flip. That's fine too. It's up to you and your partner how you want to play. Now, if I look at this, my partner has a 5. I have a 9. 9 beats a 5. So I get all of these cards. So I win all of these. okay? So that's how it works if you get 2 of the same card. Now, if you run out of cards, you simply use the stack that you've been winning, and you keep going until one person has all the cards. So this game could last a really long time, or occasionally it could be really short, okay? So you kind of get to decide how long you want the game to be. Now, another game that I gave you on your math bingo chart is 21. So what 21 does is it helps you with your mental math. So adding those numbers relatively quickly, getting used to that, getting up to 21. So if you get a number card in 21, the number is worth the number. Okay, so 4 is worth 4. Queen, Jack, and where's my king? King, these are all worth 10 apiece. So, like a 4 and a queen would be 14, okay? A jack and a king would be 20, 10 and 10, okay? Now, an ace is the only card that is worth 2 different things, okay? An ace can be worth 11 or 1. You get to decide, all right? So this is how 21 works, or it would work at school. Sorry, I know it's kind of hard to see me. My apologies. Okay, so here is how this would work. If one person holds the card, so if you're playing with the grown-up, it's probably a good idea to let them be the card passer-outer. So if I had a partner, I would give them their card. Ooh, they got a jack. Nice. Okay, and then I'm going to get a card. Oh, I have a queen. So they have 10 and I have 10. Neither one of us is close to 21. So I'm going to ask the other person, do you want another card? Yes. Okay, so I'm going to give them a card. Now, a jack and a jack, that is 20. They have 20. You're trying to get as close to 21 as possible without going over. So if you get 22, you are busted. You've gone past 21 and you are out. Okay, so I would say, ask this person one more time, do you want another card? The only way they could get to 21 is if they get an ace. There's only 4 aces in the whole deck. So the chance that there is an ace right here is not very good. So my partner might say, I don't want any cards. I'm going to stay right where I am. So that's it. They don't get to ask for any more cards after they stop. Then it's my turn. So I have 10. Ooh, I also have 20. So we could both stop there and have a tie. Or I might just go for it anyway. And I happen to get an ace. What are the odds? Maybe I should go buy a lottery ticket today. So I have 10, 21. 21 beats 20, so I win. Okay? Then we pick them back up and we just take these and just make like a little stack over there. Okay? Card for them. Oh, they only got a 2 this time. And I got a 6. So I'm going to ask my partner, do you want another card? Yes. 10 and 2 is 12. Not close to 21. So they're probably going to ask for another card. Okay? So I would say 10 and 6, 16, 17, 18. They have 18. That's not a bad number. Okay? It's 18, 19, 20, 21. So they could only get a 2 or a 3 or an ace. Otherwise, they go over and they're busted. Okay? If they want to live life on the edge, they might say, yeah, give me another card. Now they have a jack. So, king or queen and jack, that makes 20. 26 plus 2 is 28. They are busted. Now, I have a 6. Oh, and I have an ace. Now, that could be a 1 or an 11. If it's an 11, I have 17. If it's a 1, I only have 7. I might say, I'm going to stop at 17 since this person is already out because I don't want to be out either. Okay, so that means it would be my point. Now, if you're playing with more than 2 people, the other person might have not gone yet. So I don't know what they're going to get to. So if I'm like, well, let's just see. All right. So if I had 17, 18, 19, 20, this could be 20. Or it could be 10. 6 plus 1 plus 3 is 10. I'm going to count this as an 11. And I'm going to stay with 20 because that's almost 21. And then the other person would get to go. okay? But ultimately, one person is going to have the most. So, we'll put these over here. So, let me show you one more scenario that you might play. So, they have 10. I have 4, okay? Do you want another card? Yes, okay? So, now they have 13. Well, if they're like, oh, I want to stop. Are you sure? Yes, I don't want any more cards. Okay, once you say you want to stop, you don't get any more cards. That's it. You can't change your mind. So, you have 13. I have 4. Let's see. See, I now have 13 too. But neither one of us is really close to 21, so I'm going to go again. Uh-oh. So we had 13 plus 10 is 23. So I am busted, and they actually ended up winning. So you just never know. So it kind of helps people add a little bit faster, okay? Not having to count everything. Now, the beauty of these cards is, if you can remember this, these are 10. When you get a number card, you can count the objects, 1, 2, to know that there are 2 on there, and you can add that way as well, okay? All right, one more game that I put on your paper that you can do with these cards is you can play Go Fish. Now, if you've never played Go Fish, here we go, okay? With small hands, I tend to only do 5. I know if you're a grown-up and you're used to playing Go Fish, you probably know the rule of 7. You hold 7. These cards that I gave you are a little bit smaller than traditional playing cards, so if you want to go for 7, you can, but let's just go for 5. So we have 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. These are the fish that go in the pond in the middle. Now, for Go Fish, you do get to pick up your cards and look at them, okay? Now, I don't have a partner, so I'll go ahead and show you. If you look at my cards, none of them are the same. I don't have the same numbers or the same face cards, right? Now, let's pretend I'm another person, and let's look at their cards. They are in the same boat. They don't have any numbers or letters that match, okay? So, if I go first, I might say, you have to say the person's name. So, in this case, I'm going to say Couch. Do you have an 8? And Couch is going to look at their cards and say, oh, I do have an 8, and they're going to give me an 8. Now, I can only ask for an 8 because I have it. And this is a pair, and that counts as 1 point for Go Fish. Okay? Then I get to go again because Couch had what I wanted. So this time I might say, Couch, do you have a 3? And Couch is going to look at their cards and say, no 3. Go Fish, Miss Curry. So I'm going to have to go get a fish. And then I'm going to look. I did not get a 3, and I did not get a match at all. I got a king, okay? Now, when you are playing with this, you want to try to keep your cards a secret and not tell people, because then they will know what to ask you for. So you want to keep them like this, okay, or close to you, and not lay them all over the table, all right? So then it's Couch's turn, and Couch might say, Miss Curry, do you have a 5? And Miss Curry's going to look at her hand and say, why, yes, Couch, I do have a 5 right here. So Couch will say, all right, so now I have a point. So Miss Curry has a point, Couch has a point, okay? Now, the Couch got what it wanted, so it gets to go again. So it might say, Miss Curry, do you have a K for King? See how the Couch has that? So Miss Curry's going to look at her cards and say, oh, I do have a K for King, Couch. So you get to have that as a match. Okay, so now the Couch has 2 points. Now the Couch gets to go again. That's just the way it goes. Okay, the Couch might say, Miss Curry, do you have a 2? Well, Couch, let me look. Do you see a number 2? I don't either. Go Fish, Couch. So the Couch has to take a card to hold on to. And then it's my turn, and we go back and forth, and we go until we've used the whole deck. So if you run out of cards, you just draw and ask for whatever you draw when you have run out of what's in your hand, okay? And then once you've used all the cards, you and your partner or partners, you can play this with like a bunch of people. So if mom wants to play, dad, sister, brother, you can play with all those people. We would count. Right now I have 1 and they have 2. So obviously the Couch wins right now because they have 2. But our game is not over. Okay? So hopefully that made some sense. It's a little bit easier when you have a real person and not a piece of furniture to play with. The dog wasn't very good at this game, so I decided it was not a good idea to have him try to play with me. He just steps all over the cards. After each game, ask a parent or a grown-up or a big brother or sister to shuffle the cards up for you, so that way they're all mixed up again, especially when you play Go Fish, because cards tend to be matched up in pairs. All right? So I hope you have fun playing Top It, 21, Go Fish, or any of the other math activities that I gave you as choices this week. Okay? Remember, anytime you're done playing with your cards so they don't get lost, always put them back in the box so they're nice and safe for the next time, because sometimes you really do need every single card, and if you don't put them away, you'll lose them and you won't have them to play some of these games. All right, I apologize about the awkwardness of the camera, trying to make sure you have a surface to see these card games on, but I hope you have fun and you give them a try, and I will see you next time.